This is no ordinary bean. This is a very special blend.
I wouldn't call caffeine exactly special.
Oh, yeah? You think I'm just making this up, huh?
Ordinary everyday coffee. A little bitter, perhaps, but it's better than Tiffany used to make.
Listen, anything's better than that sludge Tiffany made. You don't want to hear what the Aztec king said about this, do you?
I already know.
You do?
It was King Yazuka, wasn't it? He sampled the coffee, and he said, "I think I'll have a second cup." To which Queen Yazuka responded, "Yazuka never has a second cup at home."
Get out of here, Faith. One of the things I like about you, you're the only person I know who can put me on.
Well, what is it that they say? Takes one to know one.
They do say that, don't they?
Oh, perfect.
Take a look at your watch, Natalie. It is 11 o'clock. Where is our boy?
Dr. Putnam is aware of the situation.
You told him 11 o'clock on the park bench.
Yes, and I can assure you he will be there. Just give him some time.
I have no time to give him. Now, I am holding you personally responsible. One way or another, you get him over here, or it's your head as well.
Yes, I see. Thank you very much. Right. Grant?
It's all right, darling. You go back to sleep. Everything's fine.
Pretty formal-looking sign for an informal gathering.
You like it? Ruby and I spent 2 hours on it last night.
Well, it should have been an hour, but I've got this bottle of wine. Well, you know how that goes.
That's the only way to make us fine.
Well, I tell you, at least you got the name right.
Rose had to look it up.
What can I say? One glass of cheap wine, I'm history.
What do you mean cheap? I spent $3.98 for that bottle.
Oh, my goodness. It really went on, didn't it?
Okay.
I'm so sorry I'm late. I just got out the early shift and the traffic was terrible.
As long as you're here.
Great fun.
Yes, thanks to Ruby and Rose.
Hey, where's Brock?
Oh, New York. Unscheduled trip. He went to see his daughter.
Just when you need that guy's help, he disappears.
Yo, maybe Blackie will come along to give you some help.
Here.
All right. We're looking good here.
Hey, how's it going? Well, I'm sort of learning from this guy. I mean, he comes up to people and throws leaflets in their face. It's not like he's asking them to come, he's telling them.
You want a big turnout, don't you?
What I want is a break.
What do you mean a break? We just got here. We still got to distribute these things.
So we'll take a little break and then we'll keep on going until Luke makes his speech.
Wait a second. Before you take your break and you go back to work, you got to help me. What do you need? I got to move this one over there. All righty? Okay. How heavy it is? All right. It's not that heavy. Okay. I still need your help. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Ow! Oh.
You okay?
I'm fine. My first mistake was wearing these stupid heels I had to run in my house. My second mistake was thinking I could ever cover this entire waterfront on foot.
Yeah, you think we're going to have a good turnout?
Darling, if only half the people show up that I've invited, we're going to have to double this whole dock.
Well, that's great. What areas did you cover, by the way?
Well, I cover basically as far as you can see. And as soon as I catch my breath, I'm going to go back out again. I think I missed Wharf Street or something
Wharf.
like
I got Wharf. Don't worry about it. What about Cod? You get that?
No.
Okay, well, then let's go do it together.
Oh,
Come on.
help me out.
Okay, let's go. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Smiles are very big in campaigns. Works wonders with the voters.
Yeah, if you're a candidate, I'm only a helper. Besides, what's there to smile about?
What's bothering you?
It's Blackie. I don't know. It's like he's avoiding me or something.
Hey, you guys been together all morning.
Yeah, I know, but it's not the same. I don't know. It's changed or something.
Listen, I wouldn't jump to conclusions like everybody else is all wrapped up in the campaign, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just give him some time, and if it looks like he needs it, maybe a little room, too.
Yeah, all right. I'll try.
Look at that. A smile. You made my day.
Oh, thanks.
I see the closed sign, I say to myself, Rose, closed, it'll never happen. What's going on around here?
Just a little informal get-together for Luke. Get to know the candidate up close, personal. Shake hands with the mayor. That's certain.
See, I was kind of hoping for one of your super veggie burgers.
Sorry, closed all day. Oh, there's always your standby, the bean sprout.
Oh, no. I don't like the company there. All those intellectuals sitting with jeans and sweatshirt, it makes me nervous.
Just how you'll fit right in.
What if that's not where I want to fit in?
Guess you're gonna have to go hungry all day.
I wasn't talking about food, Rose.
Jake will help. Good. Well, that is, if it doesn't get in the way of your political principles.
No problem.
All right. Come on, we need
Look, pal, you can ask all you want, but the answer is and will remain no.
In my country, not to treat a request such as this with dignity is an insult.
Well, I'm sorry about that. In my country, it's an insult to make such a request about a lady like that.
Are you saying I'm wasting my time?
You said it. What's worse, you're wasting my time. I got a campaign thing to go to.
This is outrageous.
Outrageous, perhaps, but it's facts of life, pal. When in Rome, do as the Romans. When in America, do like me. In other words, if you don't like it, that's tough falafel batter.
All right, gentlemen, that's far enough. Now, if you touch him or me, that's the fastest way to find yourself deported.
That's right. This game is over. Look, Hanzani, there's the door. Will you use it?
Are you saying you're throwing me out?
That's a delicate way of putting it, yeah.
And if I refuse?
Great. That's just what I've been waiting for.
Mr. Spencer, if I didn't have respect for the laws of this country, I wouldn't be leaving.
Whatever.
I got a feeling we haven't heard the last of them.
Great. That's all I need. Pack of camels on my hump.
I'm sure it's there, Jesse. Could you check again?
Let's try the other pile. Louise Johnson.
Maybe just got put in the wrong place. She's in 316, patient of Dr. Putnam's.
Gee, I really don't... Oh, wait a minute. Here it is.
Oh, good. She's been complaining of lower back pain, and yet in her file, he didn't leave any note for medication for me on it. Nope. Not here either.
He went home if you want to call him.
Good. Do you have the number?
Yeah, fourth from the bottom, right up.
Oh, terrific.
Grant? meant the
Right
thing.
here, darling.
Why aren't you answering it?
Can't be anything important.
Well, how do you know that?
Hello? 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 I got cut off. Busy. Thanks, Jesse.
So far, I like this morning a lot.
Why stop now?
Don't ask. Just give me a couple minutes.
Insulted me, my heritage, and my associate. I've never been treated as such before, and I thought I was an honored guest in this country.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to pardon us. I would appreciate it if you wouldn't bang your hand on my desk. It's not good for the wood. And I doubt that's very good for your hand, either.
As I suspected, you're not going to do anything.
Look, you're going to have to explain to me exactly what happened.
I have told you.
You were thrown out of Luke's place. Well, I've had that honor a few times myself, but you're going to have to tell me why you were thrown out.
I have made a proposal to his woman.
Connie?
The man wouldn't even listen to me.
Sounds like Luke, all right.
Well, are you going to do anything?
With all due respect, sir, I'm afraid I can't.
That's no excuse for the way I was treated. I am a visiting dignitary and should be held with such respect.
I agree.
Well, are you going to arrest him?
Well, I'm afraid that all I can really do at this particular stage is talk to him.
In my country, talks means very little. Action. That is when a man learns his lesson.
Yeah, well, that may be fine for where you come from, but we do things a little differently here now. Perhaps I could talk to Connie and she might be able to intercede on your behalf.
Thank you. I'm not interested in that one anymore.
Not your type, huh?
Far too opinionated for my taste. I think I will be looking for someone else.
Tough life. I mean, being a sheik and all.
Well, you know, it has its disadvantages.
And its advantages.
You will take care of Mr. Spencer.
Well, as I said, I shall have a talk to him.
And as I said, Mr. Commissioner, talks means very little.
Well, if anybody's interested, I will be at Luke's place.
What?
I was just thinking.
About?
What if we hadn't met again in London? Who would you be with right now?
That's a silly question.
Jimmy Lee?
No, Grant. I thought we had put that behind us. Don't you know by now that I love you more than life itself? We're going to be together forever, just like this, with our arms around each other.
Forever?
That's what you want, isn't it? Grant?
Celia. More than anything I've ever wanted before, that's what I want.
Oh, Grant, I'm so worried about you.
So am I, darling.
Dr. Putnam?
Yes, Stella, what is it?
Miss Dearborn is here to see you. She said it was about one of your patients.
Stella, I'm not home. Tell her I've left.
Grant.
Oh, I think it's urgent, Doctor.
Stella, tell her that he'll be right down.
Celia, you don't understand.
Grant, you have never been one to just neglect your patients before.
This isn't a patient, it's Natalie.
And she is here about a patient. Now, out of bed. You have work to do, Doctor.
They'll be down in a few minutes. Would you like to wait in the living room?
Oh, no, this is fine, thank you.
Well, what about the terrace? It's a nice day. I could make you some iced tea.
Oh, that's very nice of you, but I just have to show Dr. Putnam these x-rays and then I'm right back to the hospital, thank you.
You know Dr. Putnam is under doctor's orders not to be working.
Yes, but as I told you, this is really very urgent.
Well, I hope it doesn't upset him more than he already is.
You mean he hasn't been feeling well this time off?
He seems agitated. It seems like something's bothering him.
Oh, that's very interesting.
I'm sure he'll be fine once he gets back to work.
Well, let's hope so.
Excuse me, I'm going to go back to the kitchen.
Yes, of course.
Oh, Natalie, I'm sorry you had to wait so long.
No.
Grant will be right down. We've just been enjoying what you would probably call a lazy schedule since Grant has a week off.
Oh, well, I'm very sorry to be a bother, Celia. I really am, but it's just I need him to look at these x-rays, and just because it was such an inconvenience, these are for you.
Chocolate?
Yes.
How nice of you. You know, it really has been incredible lately. So many people have just stopped by and done something nice.
Really? Who else?
Well, Professor Gerald yesterday stopped by with a really amazing gift. He's making Grant his sole heir.
Is that right?
Yes, and in addition, he's setting up a special trust fund for any children we might have.
Oh, Grant must be thrilled.
He is, especially considering how fond he is of the professor.
I know. Often I've heard him say that Gerald is just like a father to him.
Exactly. You know, I'll let you in on a little secret. This is my favorite kind of chocolate.
Aha. Well, why don't then you open the box and try one?
Yes, okay.
I'm glad you like them.
Darling, you don't want to spoil your lunch.
Oh, but I just wanted to have one.
No, this stuff is terrible for you. I'm going to throw it out. Stella!
Darling, it was a gift.
I don't care. Stella!
Yes, Dr. Putnam?
Throw these out.
But they're hardly they're not even touched.
I said throw them out.
Yes, sir, right away.
Celia, would you get us some coffee, please? I'm sure that our business will just bore you.
Sure. These are the Johnson x-rays. As you can see, the right tibia has become dislocated. What the hell do you think you're doing? You're supposed to be in the park and Gregory is furious.
Frankly, Natalie, I don't give a damn. One way or the other, it's over for me. My being late isn't going to make a bit of difference.
You had better not be backing out because you know what they will do. Not only to you, but to Celia.
I'll do my job, Natalie. That is, if Gregory has come up with a feasible plan.
You can count on that. And Grant, just for what it's worth, good luck.
You know what, Natalie? It's not worth much.
Stella will be right in with the coffee.
Celia, don't bother. Natalie left.
Well, I hope it wasn't anything serious.
No, I'm afraid I have to go to the hospital now.
Will you be back for dinner?
I should be.
Well, if you're not, I'm going to have to tell Stella.
Let's see. Oh, there's so much I want to tell you.
What is it, Grant?
I'll always love you, Celia. Always.
But, Grant, what about dinner?
I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this. Do you twist it in the middle or at the end?
Here, let me take care of that. Me and Jimmy Lee will get it.
Wait, no, I want to help, please.
No, don't worry about it. Do, go up Rose with the drinks or something, all right? Jimmy Lee! Yo, Jimmy Lee, come here. Yeah.
What do you need?
Will you put this up here for me? She doesn't know what she's doing here. Just hang it up here and, you know, mess it around here a little bit. I'm not sure. Okay. Pull that deal up. Director of traffic. That's right. Good. I need your help. Thank you.
Oh, Bobby. I just talked to Luke.
All right.
He's going to be over in just a few minutes.
Oh, good. I hope he appreciates all the work we're putting in.
I know. I just hope we get enough people here. But I did tell him that he should wait at least until a crowd gathers. That way it makes it more dramatic and stuff.
Seems to me you know a lot more about that sort of thing than I do.
Yeah. Come on. I'll show you. Look at this. Look at this. Doesn't this look good? Put it up there myself.
Oh, look at
cool.
this. Is it ever great?
Hey, this is terrific. This is first class. I mean it. What can we do to help you?
Well, how are you doing at handing out flyers?
I never did that. What do you do? How do you do it?
Oh, come on. It's a cinch. All you do is you just walk around and you just hand them to people, right? Yeah, we can do it for you, sure.
Okay, but listen, it's getting kind of late, and you've got a lot of territory to cover. Here.
No problem, sweetheart. I'll take the cab. I'll drive the cab. Emma will hang out the window and hand them out.
Ah, and that'll make a lot of dock workers crazy.
Well, of course I wore this low-cut dress. Come on, Slicker, let's go knock out a few eyes.
The Pied Piper, poor Charles. Go ahead, baby. I think so.
How much for the drinks?
They're free. Everything's free. I've got some iced tea if you're interested.
Sounds great.
Sounds good? All right. A little lemon
How's
in
it
there?
going?
Oh, fine, except you know what? I just remembered that I forgot the sugar for the coffee. Is there any way I could talk you into going back to Kelly's picking it up for me?
Sure.
Oh, gosh. You're a lifesaver. Now, there's a little packet of them in a cup like this on the counter, and would you be sure and lock that back in there?
Fine.
Thank you.
Hey. Want to come with me? I have to go to Kelly's to get some sugar.
Well, I sort of promised Blackie that... Oh, he's not going to know where I am. He's not even going to care.
Come on.
Oh, look at the people right here. Look at all these friends. You don't see a bunch of people in suits and everything. I'll tell you why. Because Luke is a man for the people.
So, what do you think? Too casual for the trendsetters?
No, you look great.
Oh, thank you. I think what I'm going to do is a one-on-one approach. You know, a lot of eye-to-eye contact, a lot of speaking to each one as little as possible in as little time as possible, shaking a lot of hands, and just generally doing the political thing, which I understand works.
You mean you're not going to make a speech?
I might be persuaded to say a few words.
7 years ago.
Yeah, something like that, original.
Great, but may I suggest that you keep it short? It's a little hot out there. I don't think we need too much extra hot air.
Oh. Morning, all.
Glad I found you both in.
Oh, what a shame, Robert. We were just leaving.
Oh, this won't take long.
Oh, you always say that, you know, and then that little time that you want turns into hours and then days, and the people doze off.
Humor me, will you? Look, I had a visit from a rather irate sheik.
Well, what sheik would that be?
Your sheik. Now, look, you of all people ought to know better. You run an international organization here. You should avoid international incidents.
I suppose you're right, Robert. You busted me again. I guess in the name of détente, I should have sold her to the gentleman.
Now, of course, I might have had a few objections.
Well, regardless, I think that you could have employed a little more, tact.
Well, what about the sheik? He could have used a smoother approach.
Well, he probably doesn't know any better.
Well, now he does.
This is a nowhere argument.
It certainly is, but I think you're making it a little more serious than it is. Excuse me. Luke's place. Hi, Tiff. Oh, yeah? Oh, all right. I'm on my way. Okay, baby, bye. Well, I'd love to stay here and discuss international relations, but I really must go, okay?
Look, please, these people, they're supposed to be our guests.
They are... I will remember that, Mr. Commissioner. Okay, thank you. Connie?
I'd like to have a word with her. Is that all right with you?
Why don't you go ahead? I'll catch up with you.
Fine.
You're a rather hard person to get hold of.
Ask the Sheik. He tried all week.
Do you have any idea how late you are?
Quartz watch. It's never slow.
Flagrant insubordination. That was the one rule you hadn't broken.
Relax, Gregory. I'm here now. You tell me the plan and I'll execute it.
All right. Get yourself over to the university. Classes haven't begun yet. Any students that were registering this morning will have left by now.
How about stragglers?
One or two won't cause us any harm, will they?
Gerald's in the lab?
He's always there at this hour. You're to call him from the payphone in the corridor. You know the one I'm talking about?
No. I've only used it a dozen times.
Gerald will answer you from inside the lab. You will tell him that you're sick. You're having a relapse, a delayed reaction to the scorpion sting, something like that, and you're feeling faint. Then get yourself over to the office door. Since he's your friend and concerned about you, naturally, he'll open it, at which point you collapse, leaving him no choice but to take you inside. Once you're inside, and the door is closed, and you have your gun, use it. Get into the lab, get the microfilm, and kill Gerald. Then get down to the docks. You remember the slip number?
67.
Natalie will be waiting for you there with a boat. By tonight, you'll be in international waters. By tomorrow, you'll be on your way home. Are there any questions?
I think I can handle it, Gregory.
There must be no slip-ups, Grant. Gerald has got to let you into that lab.
He's no hero. He'll give me the microfilm immediately.
One other thing, Grant. You'll need this. No sense in attracting any undue attention.
That's it, Gregory?
That's it. Good luck, comrade.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.